Hello, am I audible? Okay, I'm just waiting for a couple of minutes for others to join and then we can begin with the session. Okay, everyone, let's begin the session today. First of all, welcome to Technocraft Academy. Okay, so in our previous sessions, we have covered about introduction to data analytics, why data analytics is important, and what are the job openings that are available, and what is the market trend for data analytics. And we have already started with our SQL sessions. So in SQL, we have seen introduction to SQL and how to install Oracle Apex, different SQL commands, logical and arithmetical operators, SQL joins, single row functions. And in our previous session, we have also covered the subqueries in SQL. And today we are going to see what are the sets in SQL. Okay, so let's begin with our session. Let me give a small introduction about our Technocraft Academy. So, um, our institute or our training center is located at Belgavi. So, we provide trainings on different courses like basic computer application, spoken English, CAD, CAM, and CA design. Along with it, we also provide trainings on data analytics and full stack development. Uh, Also, we provide placements and which includes resume building or interview preparations, mock interviews, soft skill trainings, and we have a direct connection with the HR recruitment teams and the industry partners. So altogether, we are supporting the students to get the proper training and get placed or get a good job. Okay, let's begin with the today's session then. So today we are going to cover what are the different set operators that are available in the Oracle or Oracle SQL. So what does set operator helps us is like it helps us to combine two or more select statements. Like we saw in the joins we used to combine two or more tables. Similarly here also we are going to combine the tables, but there is a difference between joins and uh, s- like a sets that I will be covering in the incoming slides. Okay, what happens in the join? Like in the join, we are like it's merging of the data, but in set operators the data is appended one below the other. So that is the main difference between the joins and the set operators. So we have a different types of set operators that are available in the SQL. Like we have union, union all, intersect, and minus. So what does union mean is like union, it combines two select queries and returns all the distinct rows. So only the unique or the distinct rows are selected from both the select queries. And in union all, it is similar to union. It also includes the duplicate, whereas union, it includes only the unique or the distinct values, but union all will include even the duplicate values as well. And next we have a intersect. So intersect is like it returns all the distinct rows selected, means there is no only the common factors between both the queries will be selected. It's just like a inner join, we can say, but all the rows will not be considered from both the queries, only the select distinct, like a which are common in between both of them will be selected. And then we have a minus. What does minus? It returns all the distinct values from the first select query, which are not present in the second one. So this is about the minus. Okay, so there are some guidelines that we need to follow while writing these set operators. So first one is like a in every result set, the data type of each column must be compatible, or they must be well matched, or we can say both must be same. Like we cannot like for example, the select query from the first having a column with the string data type and the second one is integer, then there is no match, and set operator fails in this condition. So both the data types from both the select query for a particular column must be same, and there should be a similar, like a same number of columns available in both the queries. The next one is the result set of all the queries must have the same number of column. It's not like we have to use a two or only the two queries combined. We can combine multiple SQL queries, but there should be a same number of columns available in all the queries. Along with it, the data type from each of the column must match. Okay, and next one is we can use a parenthesis to, like we can alter the execution of the sequences of the SQL queries. So for that we can use a parenthesis. Okay, so if you want to sort the result, then we can use a order by, which will be at the end of like if you are combining multiple, like if 3 4 queries you are combining, then at the end of the select last statement we can use the order by clause. But the column names or the aliases must be found out by the first select statement. So whatever the, also whatever the result we get, that will be from the first query. So whatever the column names that are used in the first query, same names will be used in the results as well. So whenever we are giving order by clause, we'll use the first column names, but it will be given at the end of the set, like at last query. So now to see what are the advantages of these set operators. So we can use a set operator to combine multiple queries into a single query. So lot of many times it requires us to append the queries instead of using the joins. So that time we can use like these operators. So mainly most of the times we use union and union all. Okay, so these operators are used to combine the information of similar data types from one or the more than one table. So we can use same table to combine the data or the records, or we can also use multiple tables to combine all the records. So these are some of the advantages of set operator. So usually when we are building like a very long query which includes more than 500 or 600 um, lines, and where we need to combine multiple tables data, instead of using joins, because we want the data like the number of the columns are similar, the data is almost similar, but only the record level it is different. That time we can use these set operators. And one more thing is a lot of interview questions will be asked, like what is the difference between two separate set operators like union and union all, or they may ask about a difference between minus and intersect. So the main difference between the set operator union and union all is in union we don't get a duplicates, but in union all it will also include all the duplicate values between all the select queries. Okay, there are some restrictions that are applied on these set operators. So let's see what are these restrictions. So the first says the order by clause does not recognize the column names of the second select. So as I said, the order by clause, like we need to include the first query's column names. So even though we write it at the last query, but it understands only the names from the column names from the first select statement. Then the set operators are not valid on some of the column data types like blob, clob, b file or vary. So on these column types we cannot use a set operator. And these the we have union, intersect and minus. So these set operators are not valid on long columns, like if you have a very large data which includes millions of rows. So on that type of data, these union and intersect, also minus operators does not give us a proper results, we can say. And set operators are not allowed in select statements containing table collection expression. So if whatever the select statement is giving us a results that leads to a table, then these set operators are not valid, or we cannot use them on such select statements. Select statements involved in set operations can't use the for update clause. So for update is a clause, so that is used to update the tables and all. So that we cannot use the set operators on such for update clause. So this is a restriction on the set operators. So these questions will not be asked in the interview, but we need to remember whenever we are using a set operator. So the important one here are the order by, most of the times we need to use the order by clause. So this order by clause is like it understands only the first select query column names. So that one thing needs to be remembered, as well as the third point and the fourth point. So union, intersect and minus, so these are not valid on long columns. So that also we need to remember, we'll have a lot of data, so sometimes we need to get the union and intersect of the data, but that is not applicable in that case. As well as if you are writing a query which results in a table, like a table data, so there also we cannot use the set operator. Okay, so let's go one by one. So first one will cover what is a union operator in Oracle. So as you can see the diagram, it represents, so we are having two different these might be queries from two different tables, A is one table and B is one table. So we are writing a select query from A table and another select statement for the B table. So when we are using union, so we are going to get all the results, but the duplicates will not be considered, or it will remove the duplicates from the final results, and will get all the distinct values from both the tables or both the queries. So if you see the example here, select student roll number, student name from students data union. So this is one table, student, and other table is students data is one table, and the other table is students course. So we are getting here a roll number and a course IDs or a student's name from both the tables. Okay, so let's try to run this example in our Oracle Apex. I have already loaded the data for the students, both the table students data and students course. So I'm just going to do a select a star from both the tables. Okay, so this is the data available in the students data table. Like we have a ID, which is just like a index number. Then we have a roll number, name of the student, address, phone number, and age. So this is just a dummy data. It's not the like a real example. So we have one more table like student course. Okay, so in student course we have ID, course ID, and roll number. So what I'm going to do is now, like I'm going to run union on both the tables. So here instead of select star, I will take it as a roll number, and here also I'll take it as roll number. We are going to use a union here. So we can see the additional roll numbers 9 and 10 are added. So when we run the students data, we had only till 8. Okay, so this is the students data table. We have a roll numbers from 1 to 8, and in the students course table we had a roll number which included even the 9 and 10. It is 1 2 3 4 5 and 9 and 10. So when we do union, so we'll get all the roll numbers, even the 9 and 10 are included. See, even the 9 and 10 are included, and we saw that both the tables are having roll numbers 1 2 3 4 5, but here we are getting it only one time. There is a no duplication. We are getting it only one time, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so this is union, and let's see our next set operator, union all. So what happens in union all is like, it is similar to union, only the difference here is in union all will get even the duplicate values as well, whereas union it had only the unique and the distinct values, but union all will give us only the, like union all will even include all the duplicate values as well. If you see the graphical example, we are showing here even both this section as well, which is having all the duplicates as well. So we can combine like a multiple tables, not just one or two. So I'm just going to run the query for union all here. So instead of union, I'll use union all here. Yeah, so we can see it is limited to 10, that's why it is showing 10. I'll take it till 100. Okay, so now I'm going to run it. So we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the next student's course table is getting appended 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11. So we are getting all the, like, even the duplicate values, um, like we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in both the tables, so we are getting both the tables results, the duplicate values as well. Yeah. Okay, so this is about union. Now let's go to our next set operator. So next we have a separate set operator called intersect. So the intersect operator is used to combine the results, and it returns the data which are common in both the result set. That means we are going to get only the values that are common in both the tables or in both the queries. So here in this case, if you see the uh, this diagram, we are going to get only this yellow highlighted portion, and A and B will, like, whatever the blue color it is there, which are unique for both the tables, will not be included in the result set. Okay, so I'm just going to like, we'll check the results for intersect. So instead of union all, I'll use intersect here. So these ideally should give us the results 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it should give us the results as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we saw that we have only these rows are common in between both the tables, students and student data and student course. So we are getting only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and let's move to our next set operator. Okay, so our last set operator is a minus. So minus operator, what it does is, like, minus operator, it gives us the unique rows or the distinct values from the first query or the left query, and then whatever the, so if there are any matching values from second statement, then that will be neglected or removed. So you can see in the graphical representation, whatever the yellow color highlighted is there, so we'll get only the results from A, and will not get if there are any matching between the second query, so that will be subtracted, or it is like we are going to neglect those values and get only the unique or the distinct values from the first table. So this is about the minus operator. So let's check this in the example. So instead of intersect, I'll use minus. So we are getting only the results 6, 7, 8. So we saw that we had roll numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but only these 6, 7, 8 are not present in the students course. That is the second query. That's why we are getting the results as 6, 7, 8. So here, instead of, like, if interchange these two tables, in students data, if I write it as a students course, and course, if I change it to data, so now it will give us the results that are like a, okay, it should be students data. So we are getting 9, 10, 11 because these roll numbers were present are like present in the students course, which are not present in the students data. So we are getting it is 9, 10, 11. Okay, so this is all about the set operators. Okay, so today I have covered only the set operators. So in the next session, I'm going to cover some of the important interview questions that are asked in the like in most of the top companies or MNC companies. So I will be covering in that in our next session. Okay, thank you everyone. Just to inform that we are available on different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, as well as LinkedIn, and we have a WhatsApp community. Please do join our community where we'll provide updates on different job openings as well as the important interview questions and whatever the upcoming sessions are there. So we'll be updating it on all the social media platforms. Please do follow and subscribe our channel. Yeah, thank you everyone. We'll meet in our next session.